Hey guys, how you doing? I was wanting to do a little video today to show you some basic coil building, basic tools that you'll need to be able to do these coil builds. I started out vaping a year ago and started doing basic builds, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos. YouTube is very helpful. It's going to show you all kinds of different things. All you got to do is look it up and watch it and try to duplicate what they're doing. That helped me tremendously. Don't just jump in with everything that you've got at the beginning. Do some research first and watch some things and start off slow. Don't get in too big of a hurry. So what I want to do is I want to show you some basic builds, but I'm going to start off showing you some basic tools that you're going to need. When you go to do coil building, I stress this more than anything. You need an ohm reader. So after you build your coil and you install it on your RDA, you need to put it on here and you need to check the ohms. If the numbers are jumping around, there's a short somewhere. You've got a wire touching something that shouldn't be touching. Maybe your wraps aren't correct. They're not tight enough. You got electric going through here. You're going to put it on your mod. If it's not operating correctly, it could cause a problem. You need an ohm reader. Make sure you get an ohm reader. But for your basic coil builds, I suggest to start off with 28 gauge, 26 gauge. Another thing that I really suggest that you have is an app that I have, and I use it a lot, called Steam Engine. You can input the size wire that you're using, what type of wire you're using, what ohms you're looking for, and it will tell you how many wraps on whatever size screwdriver or drill bit that you're using. So that way, if you're looking to stay around 0.5 ohms, and you can input your size wire and what size drill bit that you're going to be wrapping your wire on, it will tell you how many wraps that you need. So that's very helpful. It'll also help you with twisted wire and so on, but that's more of an intricate, starting to get into some more of the intricate builds, lower level intricate builds. But today we're just going to be talking about just a single wire build. Okay. Another thing that you will need to get is you need a good set of side cutters, wire cutters. I like these. Are called flush cuts. I get these at Walmart for about $5 in the craft area, where the crafting wire is to make necklaces or bracelets or whatever. These are there, $5. Because what's going to happen after a while, these start to get dull and they won't cut as well. So if you build as much as I do, you go through these. I go through a pair about once a month. So $5 is not that bad. You're going to need a pair of tweezers. We are working with small wire. You need something to be able to get into some of those smaller areas, and fingers just aren't going to do it. Tweezers are really nice. You need a good set of pliers. You can pick these up at any local hardware store. You can get them at Lowe's, Home Depot. You might even have some laying around the house. Just a good pair of pliers you can hold on to that wire, because at times you need something to be able to pull on that wire, get a little more leverage so you can pull it to get it tighter. Maybe grab something in a small area that tweezers are just, that you don't get enough leverage on. Pliers, I mean, you're going to need some pliers. You can get all kinds of different types of pliers. You can get different types of cutters. I use all kinds of different stuff. But for your basic stuff, you need pliers, you need some side cutters, and you need some tweezers. So this is what you're going to need to start off building your simple basic coils. I like using precision screwdrivers that I got at Dollar Tree for $1. The 3mm, 2mm, 2.4, 1.4. Those are just really nice. You can probably get a couple sets of these. I have a couple sets. I have another set that I got at Walmart. It's pretty much the same thing, just the barrel of the handle that you would hold on to is a little bit bigger. I like these for mounting my coils onto my RDAs. I have bigger hands. I like the barrels on these because they're bigger. They feel better when I'm tightening stuff down, so I like using these also. So I have those. That's what I use all the time. So let's get into wrapping a coil, and show you how I do it. I'm by no means a professional coil builder. This is a hobby of mine. It's a great passion of mine, and I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy helping others. And I know how frustrating it can be at times, and if there's some good videos and good information out there, then it just makes it easier for everybody. So hopefully today I can accomplish that, and if there's anything that I could do different, please let me know. So I'm going to start off with just a basic 6 wrap with 22 gauge can thaw on a 2.4mm screwdriver. They look like this, and there is a shoulder right here, which is nice because you can wrap your wire right up against that, and it won't slide around. So what I do is I just take my wire and set it up on top and hold it down with my thumb, and then my first wrap is right up against that shoulder, and we're going to do 6 wraps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can thaw is a little springy. But you can tighten it up so it looks like this. So there's 6 wraps on the screwdriver. Pull that off the screwdriver, it's going to look like this. You can turn it around and you can straighten out that lead. Pull it down, and you can tighten it up against that shoulder, and then you have a coil on a 2.4mm screwdriver. If you can focus that in a little bit better. Pretty tight. And it's not overlapping. You want your coils that you're wrapping to be as close together as you can get them without overlapping. And if they're overlapping, you need to redo it. So that's one version that you can use. Now they have different types of things out there on the market that you can use to wrap your coils with. I bought this jig here. I used this for a long time. When I was doing just my simple single builds, parallel builds, so on, I use this all the time. It does come with different posts that you can put inside this hole here to wrap your wire on. I'm going to show you how to do one, but I still ended up like using my screwdrivers because I like knowing exactly what size, and I use my screwdrivers to install my coils also too. So with the kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone, I guess you want to call it, that I can wrap my coil on this, I can take this off and then go ahead and install it right there. So anyway, you put your screwdriver in here, in that hole, and this will tighten down and keep that from coming out. You take your wire, and it gets inserted down here at this other thumb screw, and when you tighten that down, that will hold that will hold your wire, and it'll keep it, that way it keeps it nice and tight there. You've got something big to hold on to. Instead of holding on to a little screwdriver, you've got something kind of big to hold on to, and it does the same thing. You can just take it, we'll do 6 wraps. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can undo this down here. That wire will pop out. You can undo the top screw, your screwdriver can come out, and then you have a coil 6 wrap 22 gauge on a 2.4 screwdriver again, but using a jig that's a little more easier to use and easier to handle and easier to hold on to. I also bought these Curo Concept coilers. I got a 3-pack of 3 different sizes for $20. I got these at my local vape shop. You can get them online. They come in different sizes. This is a 3mm size, the purple. The red is a 2.5mm, and the black is 2mm. So I'm going to wrap a coil on a 3mm size, and it's basically the same thing. So the cap comes off, and you take your wire, and you can insert it into this hole right next to this post, and this wire will come out the top, and you just hold on to that wire up on the top with your thumb like this, and start your wire down on the post, and then you take your cap, and it has a little screw on the end, and that's what's going to set on that wire, and you're just going to twist this. So as this comes around, it's going to grab that wire, and it's going to turn it around that post. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do 9 wraps. So then you want to take that part that you're holding on to and bend that up. Take this and pull it off. And what I like to do is turn it around end for end and put it back on the post so I can straighten out this other lead. So I put my cap back on there, and I will turn this lead so that way it's even with it, and then you have another perfect coil. These are really nice to have. They're really easy. People who have a hard time seeing, have bad eyesight, this is it's really simple to use. I suggest maybe getting some of these. Like I said, I'm not going to install these coils. I just wanted to show some simple techniques to wrap these coils. Like I said, I suggest that you get steam engine. Definitely get a ohm reader, and I hope this helped, and we'll see you next time.